Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be looking at the latest update for Raft Survival by Cube Creations titled The Weapons Update. So we have improved raft mechanics, smarter sharks, new weapons and armor, expanded trading. We can now pick up our raft and we can get access to pirate ships. So with the new update, we have the file size at 17 megabytes. So here is a little showcase of all the new weapons that we have here. There are quite a few and mostly obtained by the trader, with the exception of that harpoon right there and the armor, which I will be showing you how to craft those later on in the video. So without further ado, let's take a look. So those who are watching, thank you for joining me today. So let's go ahead and start with the weapons. First one we got is the battle axe, which I didn't know at first that each weapon has its own effect, which I was not aware of at first because I did not do my research, which is bad on me. But there's a lot of different weapons here. They're all very cool, very unique. So okay, so let's get back to the battle axe. This does plus 5 damage to mobs. Let's go ahead and summon a zombie. And the effect of this battle axe, it has a chance to deal double damage to a mob. So we have the cleaver. What the cleaver does, that slows them down, which is one of my favorite weapons. And each one has like a cool particle effect too. So let's see what the cleaver does. The cleaver says slash enemies and slow them down with heavy strikes. Okay, and you can see all the weapons and their effects there as well. Now, before I get any further, I do want to mention that there is a bug with the ghost ships. There is no loot spawning inside the chest. So the battle axe strikes with brutal force, has a chance to deal double damage. Okay, so now let's move on to the iron dagger. The iron dagger, when you hit a mob, it will give you a temporary speed boost, which is cool. Give you a chance to run away. Next up, we have the iron pirate sword. The iron pirate sword, I believe, poisons the mob. That's that one. Now we're gonna move on to the next one, the long sword. See what the long sword does. So this one initially, I thought all of it was extra damage, but there is like a slight perk to it as well. So what the long sword does is it attacks enemies from further away at an extended reach. So let's go back, and I wanted to showcase that to you guys, that you can hit, I think it's from like a 2-block radius, a little bit further away than a normal weapon. So the scythe, which is the next weapon, is actually my favorite. It has like this circular attack that you can attack multiple enemies, kind of like in a wave area. I didn't get to show it that well because this little guy spawned, which was pretty annoying. But let's say if there's like 2 or 3 mobs next to him, you'll be able to hit all 3 of them at the same time. So the next weapon is going to be the spear. The spear, so according to the book, it says, and I think that might be wrong, it says throw or jab to damage enemies from afar, requires slingshot stones. I believe that has to be incorrectly placed, and I don't see any slingshot stones anywhere, not even in the recipe book or in creative, so I'm not sure what they mean by that. But with the spears, you can throw them. It has like a really short cooldown effect on it, but that is also another good tool you can use. So what we're gonna have next is going to be the gold tier weapons, and those actually have a higher durability than the iron ones. That's kind of like the only difference, but The gold dagger will do the same thing as the iron dagger, just lasts longer and so forth, but I will show you that as well. So as you can see here, gold dagger will do the same thing, give you a speed boost if you hit the mob. And again, like I said, it has a longer durability. So the gold pirate sword will do the same as the iron sword, give him a poison effect. And again, all of these items will only be obtainable by trading with the trader that you find in the ocean, except for the harpoon and the armor set. This one I didn't see in the guidebook at all, so I think all it does is just the plus damage. So we got the slingshot. So the slingshot, again, it works without anything. I had stone in my inventory, so I don't know if that's what they mean, but slingshot is actually pretty strong. 4 hits will take down a zombie. But I didn't see any uses of, or any slingshot stones that they were mentioning. So with the cannon, there's actually 2 types of cannons. There's a mini cannon that you could carry around with you, and then there's the cannon that you can spawn on the floor that you can use. It does require cannonballs, and I wanted to showcase this, but tragedy struck, and I kind of blew up my area a little bit. But let's go ahead and use the mini cannon on this unsuspecting zombie. So this won't destroy your builds, but the regular cannon will. So don't make the same mistake I did. Don't do it. Be safe. So next we got the harpoon. I forgot to set up a harpoon recipe display, but it's just 3 iron ingots straight down the middle. Simple enough. So that doesn't really do much to regular mobs, but it does give you an extra damage effect to sharks. So it says do bonus damage to sharks with this cool harpoon. So we're gonna hold on to that for now, and I will show you that later on once I encounter a shark. So we're gonna move on to the pirate armor set. So the entire set is crafted with cactus. It's kind of a weird item to use. I'm not sure why they chose a cactus of all things, but again, it does give the cactus some use, which is kind of cool. Giving use to some items that we don't use often is always a plus for me. So as you can see, the recipes are on there are the same as vanilla armor, just with cactus. So let's go ahead and craft the leggings next. 7 cactus. Makes the leggings. Next is the boots. 4 cactus. Makes the boots. And now we have ourselves a full pirate iron set. Full pirate armor set. So what I want us to do here is I want us to take off my armor set that I had on from before to see if you combine the two, can you repair it? And yes, it is possible. I don't know who repairs their armors like that. I know I do sometimes if I happen to have doubles and they're not enchanted. So it's just good to know. I'm not sure if maybe I'm the only one, but it's good to know. So next what I wanted to do is to see if you can enchant the pirate armor, because I know people want to do that. So let's go ahead and grab an anvil, and let's grab a Book of Protection 1, so we can try to enchant our chest plate to see if that is in fact a mechanic. And as you can see, as we do this here, it is possible. You can enchant your pirate armor, which is a plus. So let's go ahead and put that on. And now Let's go back to survival. I wanted to go into creative to, get the anvil and stuff. But now let's begin our venture into our raft. So with the pirate armor set, it'll help you spot treasure with a little indication marker on top of it. At this point, I was trying to find any pirates so I could take their pirate ships or sharks to show you how they attack the boat, but I couldn't find neither one. So my ADHD brain kicked in and I started messing around with other things, like the cannon. You can actually set the cannon on the raft, which is pretty cool, but then I did other things. Took a seat, started messing with the crossbow. So I took matters into my own hands and grabbed some shark spawn eggs and spawned a shark, but yeah. So the shark, they said that they improved the AI, but I don't know, it kind of seemed a little bit wonky still. It wouldn't go after my raft. As you can see here, I try to move my raft towards the shark to get it to attack. I literally went over it. I backed up my raft into the shark and it kind of wouldn't do anything. I don't know if that's intended. I don't think so. I would think not, but so I decided to turn myself into shark bait and I jumped into the water to see what it would do. So I hit it to show you the harpoon. The shark finally did hit me and it only did 1 heart of damage, which in my honest opinion I felt a bit underwhelming. I feel like it should do more, at least 2 to 3 hearts of damage, but that's just me. So I wanted to show you here that you can go on the pirate ships and steer those now. So if you see pirates in the water, you can take them and steer those. Now this is a bug that I want to show you about the raft. So if you, well, before I get into that, one of the new features that you can do now is you can actually carry your raft, which is amazing because if you get stuck in between land and there's no water, now you can pick up your raft and take it with you. So okay, so now let's go to land and let's spawn a level 2 raft so I can show you what I mean by the bug that I was experiencing. So you see here, in order to upgrade the raft to a level 2, you need to put the required materials. So let's say I put in the wood panels, 11 wood panels, right? So now I have 11, right? So I need 39 more to complete that part. Now say I destroy my raft, get out of the water, something happens, and I want to spawn my raft and continue trying to upgrade it. That's not going to work because the panels get reset back to 0 and the devs are aware of that. I did let them know, so hopefully that's something that they do fix. But so that's it for the update. I really enjoy it. I feel like this is one of those ones that's going to get better every time. But if you liked the video, consider liking, subscribing, and dropping a comment.